Yo, DJ JamesG here over at Inbeat DJ Lessons Kent. First of all, I just want to say big up to everybody that got involved on the post yesterday, or Thursday now. I didn't expect so much engagement, to be honest, but it's obviously a topic that people feel very strongly about, especially in the DJ industry. A lot of engagement, mainly surrounding pay, which is something that I'm going to touch upon. It's an interesting topic, especially from the clashing generations, the old school generation and the new guys coming through. There's a bit of a contrast going on there, so I will touch upon that moving forward. The reason for this vlog, what the cool kids are calling it now, is to give people a bit of insight really into what it's like being a nightclub DJ, a resident nightclub DJ. First of all, you might also be wondering why I'm filming in the car. There's two reasons for that. I've actually just finished work, so it's not always DJing. DJ by night, work by day kind of thing, so there's a lot going on, always keeping busy. Second of all, I'm moving house, so the studio is a bit upside down, so I thought the best place to film and talk to you guys will be here. Moving on to tonight, I'm playing ROKKA. No, tonight I'm at Cuban Canterbury, and then tomorrow I'm at ROKKA Ramsgate, two venues that I've been at for several years. Slowed down a little bit now due to work commitments, but still thereabouts. Been at both of them for it's got to be about 5-6 years off the top of my head. Was there with Will Mead and Clayton Dunsford, two other local OG resident DJs that are also big inspirations for me while I've been a resident DJ at the venues. Basically just want to give people a bit of insight into the preparation that goes on for this kind of work. What happens while you're there, how to prepare and what to expect at the gig. Also a little bit of aftermath, what the staff have to deal with, what the DJs have to deal with, requests, things like that. So stay tuned for that. What I'm gonna do now is go home, freshen up a little bit. This is my routine. Go home, freshen up a little bit. No time for a disco nap, unfortunately, so we're gonna have to power through today. It's gonna be a long day, long night, but that's always good. It should be fun tonight. I'm gonna open up Rekordbox, give you guys a bit of insight into what I feel is the best way really to prepare your music and get your cue points set, get your playlist set, get your music really organized and also backed up. That's really important. And yeah, we'll take it from there, so stay tuned. Peace. Yo, okay guys, so what I've decided to do, I'm going to give you a very quick overview of Rekordbox and how I prepare my music, and then I will be doing a separate Rekordbox tutorial in the coming weeks. Reason being, I just want to show you how I prepare some of my songs and what I feel is the best way to get your music organised. For those of you that don't know, Rekordbox it's a free platform where you can organise and prepare your music, your playlists, created by Pioneer. So really it's for people that want to take their kind of USB sticks or their laptop and use Pioneer's DJ equipment. For example, the 2000s that I'll be using at Cuban, I'll plug my USB stick straight into them, and all the playlists that I prepared from Rekordbox will show up on the 2000s. So there are paid versions of Rekordbox as well if you want to use it as DJ software, but again I'll go into that in a bit more depth a bit further down the line. For now, I just want to very quickly show you how I prepare my music. So first of all, when I download my music from various different sources, whether it's DJ City, Beatport, iTunes, various different places, what I will do, I will always organise it first of all on my computer. So just to make sure everything's backed up and organised in a neat place, I have this CDJ 2000 folder. That doesn't mean I have to play on 2000s or use 2000s. For me, it's just so I know where my best collection of music is. So here is pretty much my full collection of music. and this is the selection that I will take to gigs with me. As you guys probably know, a DJ's music library is pretty much their Bible. So this is my Bible here that I'm showing you. When I download music, I'll take it straight from the downloads folder, drag it over into the folder that's relevant. For example, if I've downloaded a top 40 song, I'll put it into the commercial club chart folder. Then what I do, this ensures that everything's backed up and it's all being linked into Rekordbox properly. So I have all my folders set out here. Then I create the playlists in Rekordbox. So Rekordbox can hold the music. So here's my commercial club chart folder here. I will then drag them over. Now, this means that Rekordbox has got the playlists organised how you want them. So all your music is in order. So again, here's the replicated playlists and folders with all my music in, as you've just seen. So again, for example, 90s anthems there. I've got 90s anthems here. I just drag them over into Rekordbox. Again, I'm going to go into this in a lot more depth, but just for now, it's just to ensure that I'm organised and ready for tonight. The way that I then get them onto my USB stick, because when I go to these gigs, I will just take my USB sticks, a few backups, plug it in, and then all my music will be there. So what I do, I plug my USB stick in, and this is how I organise my music. I find this is the best way, and everything's backed up, everything's nice and neat and organised. I will then open this panel here, go into devices, and here is my USB stick right here. Okay, so the songs and playlists that I want to take, I will then transfer over. Okay, so for example, if I've got, let's check the drum and bass folder, for example, at the bottom here. So there's a Chasing Status song. I want to take that with me. I'll ensure the whole folder, the drum and bass folder, if I want all of the drum and bass songs that I've brought over from the laptop, if I want them all on my USB stick for tonight, I will pop that onto my USB stick, and you can do that simply by dragging and dropping. I've already done it. Again, I'll go into this in a lot more depth when we go through a tutorial. Rekordbox is good. It also gives you the ability to save and memorize cue points, loops, things like that. Again, I'll show you a quick example with this Chasing Status song here. So let's have a quick look. So here I've got my first cue point set up on the first beat. And it works just like CDJ, just so you can so they could transfer there and you know what's going on with it. If I want to set a cue point further down the line, now CDJ's various different models, they have the Pioneer models have the ability to skip between call points, memory and call points. So what that means is, if I want to start a song, let's say I don't want to start it at the beginning, I want to start it let's say 16. I'll play it through on Rekordbox. And then it gives me the ability to set another cue point where I want it. If I hit memory, it will add to the memory bank here. So that now gives me the ability on CDJ 2000s to skip between two cue points. Now, I'm pretty happy with how my playlists are organised on this USB stick. So what that means now, I'm well prepared. I organise my music as well. I can go through this when I go through the full Rekordbox tutorial. But for now, I'll give you a quick overview on how I organise my music. I usually do it by genres and by mood sometimes as well. So, for example, I've got deep house, and I've also got deep house warm up. So I know if I'm warming up, it depends on what the mood's like, what kind of people are in there, things like that, what the vibe, the overall vibe is like. It allows me to skip between these kind of folders and know what I'm doing and how to play the crowd There we go. So I've got deep soul and house warm up here. Good. What, 38 tracks. I'll probably never play that many deep soul house warm up tracks in a gig, but again, it's all about having more music, enough music to get you through the night and have that selection there. And then as I build up through the 5-hour gig, I'll go from the warm up house maybe into a bit of R&B, hip hop. Get the people dancing, let them have a few drinks, and then start going a bit harder, a bit heavier, start to end the night. Probably around about 2 o'clock, go into a bit of drum and bass, maybe a bit of house, and then a bit of classic hip hop to finish. That's usually the way it goes. Again, you can't really plan out a gig. You can only be as prepared as possible to take everybody through that 5-hour journey. So again, here's all my playlists. Feel free to shoot me any questions you've got. Again, I know that as a very, very rough overview. I just wanted to let a few people know out there that that this is how you can organise your music if you do move into a nightclub from the bedroom. A lot more to go through, so much more to go through. We've got loops, setting your grids, things like that. A lot of people have actually mentioned to me as well that their BPM jumps about quite a lot when they plug their USBs into CDJs. Now the reason for that is because there's 2 different modes that you can analyze your songs in. Again, I'm going to go into more depth about that. That's dynamic, and I believe it's just normal mode and dynamic mode. You'll want to do it in normal, I believe. Again, I'll go into that a little bit down the line. Peace.